Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a palette bingo with a friend here on YouTube. I am doing this video with Jessi Ruiz. I'm going to link all of her information down below as well as her video for today's look. We're going to be doing a palette bingo with 4 different Nomad palettes, so let's get going. The reason we chose Nomad was because we wanted to find a brand that we both had a lot of and do one from each palette. I only own 4 Nomad palettes and Jessi owns more, so we just narrowed it down to the 4 which I own. And then she mentioned that she hadn't used Whistler in a while, so we thought we would pull 2 shades from Whistler. So the palettes we're using today are, of course, Whistler Snow Lodge from Nomad. It looks like this. We'll be using the Monteverde Cloud Forest, which is my personal favorite, and it looks like this. We will be using the Verona Love and Death palette, which looks like this. And we'll be using the Paradise Islands, which happens to be my current palette pull-in, and it looks like this. So we already pulled the numbers. I'm going to show you the little video of myself generating the numbers and figuring out what colors they were in the palette. This is the video that I sent Jessi when it came down to here are our colors. And while I show you that video, I'm going to swatch the colors so that I can look at them and figure out what on earth I'm going to do with them. Let me tell you guys about Jessi. Jessi is a YouTuber that I found within the last, definitely this year, within the last 6 to 8 months, I think. I found her channel when I was looking up project panning, and she has a nice mix on her channel of project panning and updates. She does several different panning projects, as well as reviews of new palettes that have come out, and she does really beautiful eye looks, and she does an amazing winged eyeliner. I know I mentioned that the last time she and I did a collaboration video together. So Jessi is a really, really sweet girl, and I just enjoy chatting with her on YouTube and over on Instagram. She has a great collection, lots of indie brands. Again, I will link all of her information down below in the description box and her video for today. But here's the color story we're working with today. And it's this red. This red is throwing us off. Neither of us have any idea what we're going to do with this red. Red is pretty far apart on the color wheel from the other colors in today's look, so it's going to be really hard to blend evenly or smoothly into a red. I have a couple thoughts. I'm thinking maybe I'll do a warm crease, like put red all through the crease. And then I wanted to deepen and slightly muddy it with a deep blue, but the problem is that the deep blue is a shimmer. These bottom 3 are all shimmers. And that's what is giving me pause, because it's going to be really hard to deepen well with a shimmer when you're combining it with a matte. Usually, it's just not how the formulas want to work together. These are the only 2 mattes, and they're red and green. And then these lovely blues. Now this blue right here, this is Ski Bum from Whistler. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this blue actually has kind of a pink and purple shift to it. It's a very pretty multi-chrome. It's very, very light. And I'm wondering if it will pull more pink if I pair it with the red. I have no idea. Or at least if it won't clash if I pair it with the red, because there are pink shimmers and reflects in this shade. So I don't know. I've already primed my eyes. I used the Glamlight Icing Primer. Everything that I'm using is also down below in the description box. It's mentioned, or if possible, linked. I'm gonna zoom you guys in and, we'll just get started and see how it goes. So I'm gonna go with my gut. My gut is telling me to use this red to create a warm crease. I don't know if this is gonna work. This is a medium blending brush, dipping into the shade Love from the Verona Love and Death palette, and I'm gonna place this really, really lightly, because while it is a red, I do want it to be soft and pull a little bit more pink. Pink is going to be easier to work with these other shades. So I am technically using the shadow, but I'm going in quite lightly to get a lighter version of the shadow. Pulled out my violin today. It's been a while. It has been a while. And the first thing my fingers jumped to was an old tune, like folk music tune from William Penn's era. It's called Hole in the Wall. And that's the first thing I played. That's the first thing my brain remembered. And then after that, I played a little barcarolle from Tales of Hoffmann. And after that, I jumped into a Mozart concerto with a nice, vibrant, ringing chord to start it off. And I remembered about 6 measures before I totally fell apart. It's been a while. I'm out of practice. And then I thought, gee, I need to cut my fingernails because they're getting in the way of the strings. So I did that next. Yep. That's been my adventure of the day, remembering how out of practice I am with my violin. And of course, the second adventure of the day is to see what happens with this eyeshadow look, because I am not feeling confident. I've taken Black Comb on a Blend Bunny B4 brush. Black Comb is that really deep blue shimmer. It does have a little bit of a purple reflect. It's blue purple, but it's really dark and it's a shimmer. And I'm gonna try it as a matte. I'm going to pretend that it's a matte and just gently work in this outer corner. Because it's a shimmer, it wants to glide on very smoothly, but a matte would, you know, buff and move around and be a little bit friendlier with the other matte that I've laid down. The shimmer is gonna wanna stick. So I'm putting my brush very lightly into the shimmer and then working in gentle, short little motions to try to soften and blend this into the red. Plus, I mean, it's not helpful that there's such a big disparity between the colors themselves. I don't know. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. And I'm really excited, of course, to see what Jessi does, because I know that she is just as stymied as I am with this red matte. Like, the color story would be so easy, except that that red was thrown in there. I'm hoping I can cool off the crease a bit without making it really muddy. And I'm also hoping that using this color lightly will pull the purple out of the blue duochrome, will pull more purple and work with the warmth of the red and just be smoother overall. It's a lot of positive thinking going on with very little confidence. I've dipped back into the Love shade with the same brush that I used to lay it down initially. I'm putting it now on top of the Black Comb shadow because I want to try to make this outer corner more purple. That's going to work more smoothly with the other blues that I've got going on in the color story for today. And I also don't want the outer corner to be shiny, but it's a shimmer shade that I used to deepen it. So I'm dabbing a matte on top of it to bring in another layer of depth and also mattify it. And I'm just really, really gently working and cleaning off my brush and working some more. I don't usually have to take this much time to blend, but frankly, I'm working with a weird color combination, which is quite unnatural. So it's, I mean, it is what it is. So I don't want to pair any green with my lid space because I think it's going to look too Christmassy. And right now it's verging on 4th of July, the red with the blue, but I do have some purple going on. So I want to play into that purple by using the Ski Bum shade, which is a blue purple duochrome. So I'm going to pick up Ski Bum with my finger. It looks like this. It looks, yeah, you can see the shift. I hope you can see the shift. It's very, very pretty. Taking the Ski Bum and putting it on my lid space. And I'm crossing my fingers that this is going to play into the red that is laid down and the purple that I've created. Yes.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Success. That is pretty. Look at that multi-chrome. What is it? It's a multi-chrome because it's blue and pink and purple. So slowly gaining confidence here. I think that's beautiful, and well, I just think it's beautiful. Now I'm going to dip into the green matte. It's called Green Vine Snake, and it is from the Monteverde Cloud Forest palette. I think I'll lay it in the center of my lower lash line. I'm going to bring Green Vine Snake all the way out to my outer corner, but I don't want to pull it up too high in my outer corner because it's not really going to work smoothly with the mattes, like, and the colors that are going on out there. But I'm going to put it in my outer 2/3 of the lower lash line, and then I will pick up Shark from Paradise Islands and probably spray it. So this is Shark on a flat brush, and I'm going to lay it down in my inner corner and lower lash line to merge smoothly into the green matte. And I put this here because I hoped that it would work better with the light toned pinky purple that I've got happening on the top. I don't think I'm going to wrap it around. I think I'll just leave it as is. And then I'll go back into Ski Bum and just touch up the very, very inner corner of the lid space. There's just too much disparity between them. So I want them to end where I place them and not wrap the colors at the inner corner or the outer corner. Yeah, now see this very, very inner corner, what I just laid down, this is still the Ski Bum shade, but because I haven't paired it with the red and the blue mattes over here, it's pulling more blue, which is merging nicely into the green. So that is a happy almost accident. Now I think I'll get a smudger brush. I'm picking up black comb with a smudger brush. This is the dark blue shimmer that I used before, and I'm just tapping this on the very, very outer part of my lower lash line. Overall, I think this look has come together quite beautifully and quite surprisingly, given that I was feeling extremely unconfident about it. I'm gonna find something for the waterline, do the other side, and I'll be right back to show you how it looks all said and done. I have leveled up. I never, ever would have expected to be able to get this eyeshadow look out of those colors that I pulled. Honestly, I'm still kind of shocked. And I would say, oh, it's all about, you know, color theory. No, because I don't feel that I understand color theory that well. I think what I did for today's look was really analyze the undertones, because I knew that the red would blend out if I went very light into a pink. And I also recognized that there were a couple of different shifts, including pink, in the multi-chrome. So I thought, okay, the red is the tricky color. If I can get it to work with any of the other single colors, I know from there that I can easily work those other single colors together because they were easy. So I think I did a great job. Not to pat myself on the back, but legitimately, this is a very pretty eyeshadow look. And considering that I was really not feeling confident with that red matte especially, and the only other matte I had to work with was the green Vine Snake, like even my deepening shade was a shimmer, I wasn't totally sure how it was going to turn out. So I am very, very pleased. In my waterline, I just used white, and then I did a winged eyeliner on like the outer half. I did a wing, obviously, but I lined just the outer half of my upper lashes, nothing on the inner half or an inner corner flick, and I put on some mascara. On my face, I'm wearing this blush from Treluce. It's called Ready to Bounce Vacation. And then the Nomad Ngan Moonlight highlighter is actually really, really, really similar to the Ski Bum shade from the Nomad Whistler palette. So really very similar. And on my, you know, the highlight you can see is sort of a blue purple, super pretty. And then finally on my lips, I have ColourPop lip oil. The color is Paper Pansy. So here's everything. And I think it's really beautiful. And I am kind of shocked, a little flabbergasted that this is the look I was able to come up with using those colors, because again, I was not feeling confident at all. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see what Jessi ends up coming up with, because she's really creative too, and it should be fun to see how our looks differ. I can't wait to go watch her video. Remember to check the description box to see her channel and her video. I hope you will consider subscribing to both of our channels if you like this kind of content, because we do it, you know, obviously. And I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye!